viewers, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review and demo video on another skin tint that is available in the Indian market, and this one is quite popular on Instagram as well as when you search for skin tints on Amazon, this pops up as an ad. So I'm talking about the Brwn skin tint. So this is spelled as BRWN dot. So that is their brand name. I came across this skin tint for the first time. I was really surprised to see that this is a tinted moisturizer, and also it's got SPF of 30, which actually is like an amalgamation of moisturizer, foundation as well as your sunscreen, which was so good because otherwise you'll have to layer up a lot of products. You have to apply your toner, moisturizer, sunscreen, and then put on your tint or foundation, BB cream, whatever. That's an interesting thing that I got to know from this tinted moisturizer. This one also has vitamins and prebiotics and also hibiscus extracts. This also says it's an easy blend formula that moisturizes, gives an even tone, blocks up to 97% of UV rays and tackles hyperpigmentation, which is good. Now, I'm a person who prefers SPF of 50 on my skin. I did apply an SPF of 50 underneath this tinted moisturizer today, but when it comes to moisturizer, you can absolutely skip it. So the layers that you're going to build up on your skin are going to be much lesser, which is great. Let's see how the packaging is of this product. So as you can see, it's like a plastic bottle with a black cap and a transparent outer cap. And it's got a good pump. It's great because it becomes hassle-free when you take out the product and apply it on the skin. I'll also show you the outer packaging. This is how it looks like. It's an orange with a brown kind of a outer packaging. They also say this is suitable for all skin types, and this one has 50 ml of product, which is slightly higher than your regular amount of skin tint or BB creams that you get in the market, which is 30 ml, and this one has 50 ml, which is good. And the pricing of this product is rupees 5.95. I got this from Amazon, and there was certainly some sort of discount that was going on, so I got it for a lesser price than 5.95 rupees. Now, coming back to the packaging, I feel it's an okayish kind of a packaging. It's not very classy or not too cheap either, although it's a plasticky kind of a packaging. I wish they made it in a slightly different kind of a packaging, like the Maybelline one, like the Rimmel one. They have plastic containers, but they look more classy and elegant. That's what I felt about it as soon as I saw it. Now, I got two different shades of the same skin tint. I initially got my hands on the shade Honey. The number is 05. When I got it and I swatched it on my hand, I felt like it's slightly lighter, so I kind of freaked out and ordered another deeper shade, which is the shade called Amber. And yeah, this is how they look like side by side. This is Honey, this is Amber. But the numbering is very confusing. Amber is 02 and Honey is 05, but Amber is the darker shade. So it's a little bit confusing. Don't go by the numbers. Look at the shade representation that is given on the website and then choose your foundation. And by the way, Amber is the deepest, darkest shade that is available right now. Totally, I think there is only 5 shades to pick from for brown girls, which is a decent amount of shade selection, but I wish there were a couple more shades to pick from. Although saying that, when I applied the shade Honey on one side of my face, by the way, I just use my fingers to apply it because it's more of a moisturizer. It doesn't really have a ton of coverage. It's extremely sheer and extremely skin-like natural on the skin. So I just applied it using my fingers, and I could see that the natural scarring and pigmentation was still visible and see-through from this particular skin tint. When I swatched it on my hand, Honey looked like a little bit of a lighter shade, but when I blended it on my skin, it was a very good match in my opinion. That could be because of the reason that it doesn't have a lot of coverage. It's very much of a translucent kind of a moisturizer, tinted moisturizer. So that's how it is. The coverage is super minimal. If you're expecting some sort of coverage out of this tinted moisturizer, you're not gonna get it. Let me put it out there. But it just provides a very soft, even toned skin, which looks extremely natural. That's the kind of coverage that it provides. Probably this is the least amount of coverage that I have seen in any skin tint that I have tried so far. Anyway, that's actually good for your everyday wear. You can go in with a little bit of concealer on top just to counteract your hyperpigmentation or dark circles. and then going with a setting powder to set everything in place. That way you'll get the right amount of coverage that is perfect for every day, and it doesn't look makeup-y on the skin, if I say so. And this is how the makeup looks today. As you can see, the skin looks extremely natural. You can still see a little bit of my acne scars and my hyperpigmentation peeking through, but I'm totally okay with it for everyday wear, just natural wear, because this is how your skin is supposed to look like. It doesn't have to be masked all the time. So if you're a person who likes that kind of super natural skin-like finish, then this is the one to go for. Now, the texture of this product is very emollient and rich and moisturizing. You can easily blend it with your fingers because it has that very emollient texture. So it blends very effortlessly on the skin just with your finger. It doesn't look patchy, nothing. You can also use a brush, but I feel like with the warmth of your finger, the product is gonna blend much better. I did do 2 layers to get a certain amount of coverage out of this product, and that is enough for my everyday wear. Now, coming to the shade Amber, this is the shade that I have on this side of my face. When you compare Honey and Amber, Honey is more of a golden yellow tone shade, and Amber is more of a dark peachy, slightly orangey kind of a tone. And I also noticed that this is slightly darker to my skin tone, whereas Honey is exactly perfect on my skin tone. But what I'm noticing is that once the rest of the makeup and everything is done, they both look kind of very similar. I cannot really spot a difference between both the shades. That is solely because of how sheer coverage these tinted moisturizers are. But without any makeup on, I could see a little bit of difference between both the sides. So if you're not gonna wear any sort of bronzer, blusher, highlight, whatever, maybe you would see a slight difference if you choose Amber and if your skin tone is closer to mine. So I would say pick the shade Honey. If you take my skin tone as a reference, this is going to work perfectly fine. And Amber is going to be more suitable for skin tones that are deeper than my complexion. This is going to work totally fine even if the shade looks slightly lighter when you swatch it, because like I said, the Honey shade was also slightly lighter when I swatched it. But once I blended it and really allowed the product to sink into the skin, it looked absolutely fine. So I'm sure the shade Amber is going to suit even deeper skin tones. The skin tint also doesn't provide any sort of blurring, smoothing properties to your skin. It just looks like your skin. So that is how it is. It just takes on the texture of your skin, whatever texture you have. It's not going to blur out any pores, texture, none of that, because this product is super rich and emollient and very extremely hydrating. It almost has a little bit of a slip to it, which I could notice when I was applying and blending the product. So this is going to be more suitable for people with normal to dry skin types. My skin is extremely oily, you guys know it. So I've set it with a very good mattifying setting spray, and it's holding pretty well so far, but I'm also in an air-conditioned environment. So maybe if you're a person who goes to office, you're always in an air-conditioned environment and has oily skin and set with a good setting spray, this will probably last much longer. But if you were to go out in the sun, especially for the summer season, it's gonna melt off right away if you have an oily skin type. I really wish that they formulated this skin tint with a little bit of an in-between kind of a finish so that it could have suited a large variety of skin types. I've also seen a lot of even chocolatey, deep, dark skin-toned women pulling off the shade Amber on their skin and just looks very beautiful on their skin tone. So yeah, I am pretty sure Amber is going to suit a lot of the other chocolatey, deeper complexions. So if you're a brown girl who likes this kind of a natural finish skin tint on a budget, really give the brown skin tint a try. You may like it, especially if you have normal to drier skin types. So yeah, those were my thoughts about the brown skin tints in the shade Honey and Amber. You guys also requested me to review this particular skin tint on my channel on my brown skin, so here it is. Link to this product will be mentioned in the description box as usual. I really hope that you guys found this video useful, helpful and enjoyed watching it. If you did, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, comment, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Also follow me on my Instagram. I'll put the link in the description box. This is it. Take care of yourselves and I shall see you guys soon in my next one. Bye.